Good evening. I'm Ekaterina Kazada, and this is Money Borders. Tonight, a landmark court ruling shakes the foundation of U.S. trade policy. The U.S. Court of International Trade, based in New York City, has ruled that most of the tariffs imposed by former President Donald Trump during the so-called Liberation Day are illegal. The court determined that Trump overstepped his executive authority by enacting those tariffs without congressional approval. For the full details, let's go live to our correspondent, John Robert, reporting from New York. John, what did the court actually say?
That's right, Ekaterina. On May 28, the court ruled that Trump had exceeded his presidential powers by invoking the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA, to justify broad tariffs without a valid national emergency in place. As a result, the court struck down the 10% tariffs imposed on more than 75 countries, as well as the 25% duties placed on products from China, Mexico, and Canada. However, the decision does not impact tariffs on steel, aluminum, cars, or auto parts, which were enacted under different statutes. The lawsuit was filed by the Liberty Justice Center on behalf of small U.S. businesses, and it was backed by 12 states, including New York, Arizona, and Oregon. The plaintiffs argued the tariffs were arbitrary and economically damaging. And Wall Street has reacted positively. Markets see the ruling as a return to legal certainty and policy stability.
Thank you, John. Now, to understand the broader political and economic implications of this ruling and what it means heading into the next presidential election, we turn to our correspondent, Ekaterina Avales, reporting from Washington, D.C.
Good afternoon here in Washington. The reaction has been swift. While Democrats hail the ruling as a victory for institutional checks and balances, allies of former President Trump have vowed to appeal the decision, which could send the case all the way to the Supreme Court. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers from both parties agree. This case raises serious questions about presidential authority in trade policy. But beyond the legal battle, a bigger issue is at stake. Do tariffs actually solve the U.S. economy's deeper problems? Economists say no. Tariffs don't fix the national debt, industrial stagnation, or rising inequality. Even worse, they kill innovation by protecting outdated industries, driving up the cost of advanced technology, and punishing startups that rely on global supply chains. The bottom line here in Washington is clear. Tariffs don't build the future of the American economy. They block it. Reporting live, I'm Ekaterina Avales. Back to you in the studio.
Ekaterina, how has the Capitol reacted? Strong words. Thank you, Ekaterina. Former President Trump's legal team is already preparing their appeal, and the markets are watching closely. Is this the end of America's tariff war, or just a pause before the next legal clash? We'll continue to follow this story here on Money Borders. I'm Ekaterina Kazada. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video. We'll keep reporting.